Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. It's that time of year again, guys. It's that time of year for the COP climate crisis conference, where a bunch of rich people and oil executives and countries that make money from oil all get together to say climate change isn't that big of a deal. Flying there on private jets, but I'm sure they're all drinking out of recycled cups or whatever. It's just more window dressing. This is what we call greenwashing, where big corporations, oil companies, throw pennies at some sort of green initiative and they put green leaves on it. It is all window dressing and nonsense. This is why Greta Thunberg doesn't even go to these things anymore. And because the oil industry is about big money. So the oil industry stands to lose the most amount of money. Climate collapse is happening. Climate collapse doesn't care if you believe it in or not. It's happening. And we did a story about a year or so ago showing that there was more oil lobbyists at the last COP conference than politicians. So here we go. The chief of COPs he's like, the science around getting rid of oil, I don't think it adds up. Really? Rich guy its families are multi-billionaires because of oil? Really? You don't? How? No science in phasing out fossil fuels. This sheik whose whole family lineage has changed because of oil is just saying, weird. This is crazy. This dismisses decades of work for the IPC scientists. One expert said it's disgraceful. COP28 president Sultan Ahmed Al-Jabeer's claim that there is, quote, no science behind the push to rapidly phase out planet-warming fossil fuels, which Al-Jabeer's company is extracting on a large scale. Like, it's so obvious. Like, dude, this is the same as like a drug kingpin going, there's no science to say that drug addiction is real. Like, I think it's all in your head. I think little kids can smoke crack and do heroin and do cocaine. It's not addictive at all. I think that's fake science. That's the equivalent of what he's saying. Like, you're such a liar. You make money extracting this, so of course you're gonna, like, I don't believe any of these people. They're such parasites. And look, it doesn't matter. This is the oil industry, and it's not just rich white guys. Oh, it's a man of color who's a sheik and I'm sure he's a practicing Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim or Christian or blah blah blah. He's a practicing rich elitist. That's what he practices. That's his religion, is money. Everything else is window dressing. It's like these white Christian guys are like, I'm a Christian, but we're in favor of making money from bombing poor people. Like, it's nonsense. Oh, it's so laughable. Al-Jabeer's comments, first reported by The Guardian on Sunday, came in response to questioning from Al-Dair's chair, Mary Robinson, during the virtual She Changes climate discussion. Robinson told Al-Jabeer that we're in an absolute crisis that is hurting women and children more than anyone, and it's because we have not yet committed to phasing out fossil fuels. The COP28 chief, and Abu Dhabi National Oil Company CEO, weird that he would take a pro-fossil fuel stance, responded dismissively saying, quote, he accepted to come to this meeting to have a sober and mature conversation. No, that's corporate speak for, I don't want anyone to point out how full of shit I am. That's what that is. You make money from oil. Scientists from every country on the face of the earth are like, the burning of fossil fuels is bad for the environment. If burning fossil fuels is not bad for the environment, then why don't we just have all of these guys, let's get a car running and pipe in the exhaust from the car, windows sealed up, and breathe it in if it's not that bad for the environment. Then I think maybe the science on us pumping, carbon monoxide into the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company's offices where the CEO is with the windows closed, then he shouldn't be afraid of that. And I'm not going to take part in anybody that's going to be alarmist I thought we could have a sober and mature conversation about it. Let's do that. Let's just talk the way they talk. There's no science out there or no scenario out there that says the phase out of fossil fuel is going to achieve 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is what we're trying to do, is limit the. Please help me. Show me the roadmap for phase out of fossil fuel that will allow sustainable socioeconomic development, unless you want to take the world back into caves. Oh, yeah, that's what he's worried about. He's worried about the world going into caves. He's not worried about, not being able to fly his private jet anymore. Oh, he's worried about people. He's worried about the average people in his country. Oh, yeah, the people in the UAE. That's what he's worried about. Oh, he doesn't want people in the Middle East to have to live in caves. Oh, boo-hoo. You're worried about your private jet. You're worried about your billions and trillions of dollars in assets. You're worried about losing your grip on controlling the world's economy. Boo. Boo. The position runs directly counter to the outspoken stance of United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who said Friday that the 1.5 centigrade limit is only possible if we ultimately stop burning all fossil fuels, arguing that the science is clear. Joel Gerges, a climate scientist and lead author of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's IPCC working group, one contribution to the sixth assessment report called Abu Jaber's remarks disgraceful. This dismissed decades of work. Sending us back to caves is the oldest of fossil fuel industry tropes. It's verging on climate denial. So how are we supposed to trust any of these jackasses? I don't. If you're the CEO of an oil company, I don't trust you. I don't like you. I don't respect you. And I don't believe you. This guy, I'm sure, is a proud Muslim man. If you're a proud Muslim man, how come you're not spending time and effort to rescue? Why aren't you defending Gaza? That's not good. That's bad for the oil business, right? You can say we support Palestine, but you're not going to actually do anything about it. So once again, these guys are full of it. Doesn't matter where their oil company is, in the Middle East or in Texas. It doesn't matter. They're all full of it. And they bold-faced lie to protect their profits because they're scared little weasels that can't handle the fact that nobody wants to, use the Pony Express anymore. This is always the tactic of the scared dummy that can't see the future. If you were smart, you would say, wow, let me take all my oil money and I'm going to spend it on green energy. But you can't do that because you're handcuffed to this Titanic ship that is going down. We've already hit the iceberg and it's going down, and you don't have the guts or the steam or the wherewithal. And I'm sure like the Western guys do, surround himself with a bunch of people that agree with him and kiss his ass. So you stand for nothing. Your beliefs are nothing. And all you stand for is greed and money. You can wear the chic outfit all you want. It's just like the Christians put the cross on and talk about Jesus while they're flying in a private jet paid for with fossil fuel money. You're corrupt, and everybody knows you're corrupt, and you will have to face whatever God you believe in when you ruin this planet and it's uninhabitable. You're going to have to face that. You're going to have to face that. You will have to face that. You will have to face that. You will have to face that. So you're wrong. Everything you've ever done in your life is awful. Folks, support what we're doing, and follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. It's so simple. It's so simple. Somebody making money from fossil fuels is, of course, going to say fossil fuels isn't bad. And they spend tens of billions of dollars every year to push out, tens of millions rather, to push out, it's been billions over time, to push out climate denial. Because the whole world transitioning off of fossil fuels, which is what we need to do, will cost that guy money. It'll cost ExxonMobil money. It'll cost all these oil companies money. And they say, oh, we're all going to be living in caves. So follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. And stop playing nice with these guys, media. So, and I challenge anybody in that guy's inner circle to come talk to me. Come on this show. Yeah. Invite me to your inner circle. Yeah, you don't want to hear truth from me. Yeah, you'll probably try to pay me off. Shave your knuckles for justice, folks. That's how we make Gotham great again. Boom.